Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda and today I am playing with my Counterfeit Kit challenge and doing challenge 1, which is tickets, tags, or cards, and I'm also playing with Rainbow Crush, which is neutrals plus one color. And these are the two photos that I'm going to scrapbook, and this is us at dinner on my birthday a few years back. And then this is the Pebbles paper with the pumpkins, but I'm going to use the stars. And it pains me because those pumpkins are so pretty, but this just worked perfect and it was in my kit and it is what it is. So I'm going to take that branding strip off first. Those are super cute. They're like little spiders. So yay. And then I'm cutting this to 8 inches and I'm going to do kind of a vertical, not kind of a vertical layout today. And so that is black and white, kind of creamy for the white. It's not like a pure bright white. And then my cardstock is white. And then this is going to go on center. And then I also pulled out some washi, and most of the washi is in neutral colors, except for some greenies that I pulled in as my color. Those are so pretty, and it goes down. But I still have another strip, so maybe I can figure out how to use pumpkins. We don't usually carve pumpkins, so I don't have very many pictures of pumpkins at all, of anything. But it's pretty. So I pulled out that washi, thinking I might use it, and it was just too busy for that side. So I'm going to put gold glitter washi down first, because who doesn't like a neutral gold? Isn't that pretty? Oh, I like how it sparkles. And then, because it's not sticky at all, I'm going to use my glue and glue it down. This is Art Glitter Glue, but I also use Nuvo. My Nuvo is just in my Sweet Petunia glue press, and it is in my bin that I haven't unpacked yet because I was at a class workshop this weekend. And so, yeah, haven't completely unpacked for that at this point yet. So I will eventually, but this works well in the meantime, and I have glue, so it doesn't matter. And then I thought about this black and white stripe, but I wanted the color piece first, so this is my greenies. So it's like it goes from like a tealy green to a green, but I'm going to call it all in that green aspect of things and not worry about that some of it's a little more on the blue side than the yellow green and a blue green. I'm just going to call it green. Just lining this up. And then I'm going to glue these ends down so that it doesn't come off. And then the black and white. And going to run that all the way down to start with. And then I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to put the blue green on the same way so that the more bluey part of the green is facing in. So it looks like it is a continuation. And then that was all I had left of that washi roll. I did not realize that I had just that little bit. So I'm going to take the little bit extra off and pop it on. And I'm like, all right, now what do I do? And so I'm going to tear off about the same amount that is on the top, so it doesn't go all the way up and it doesn't go all the way down. I thought about this stripy gold bit, but I thought it was too much. And yeah. And then I had these kaleidoscope alphas from Hip Kit Club, and I'm going to spell out happy on the top here and then birthday on the bottom to get my happy birthday title. And I thought that was a good way to cover up that I didn't have enough of that washi. And then it looks like it was kind of on purpose, not a, oh, now what do I do? So spell it out, birthday. I could have put it all on the one side, but that's okay. I kind of liked how that went, so. And then this was my 37th. And so I'm going to put 37 on here, because whose birthday is it? Well, it's mine. and then matte it in white. So my photos are 5x7, so this is going to be 5.5 by 7.5, and it gives a good border around, but not too much. And you still see that pattern paper that I put down for that middle part. So and on those go. This was actually a pretty simple layout today. It only took me about 45 minutes with all the gluing and getting up and going, where did I put this? I need that kind of thing. Like my tape, I had to get up and go find because I hadn't pulled it out yet. So, and making sure those are stuck really well. Those stickers for the letters were actually pretty sticky. Most of the time I have to go back and glue them, but I don't think these ones I'll have to at this point. So maybe I will later. And I was trying to put on those neutral flowers, but I didn't think it went. And then I'm going to put down this washi that is the same tones and colors as the other washi. It's from the same, it was like a 5-pack. I think it was Recollections, but it's old. I'm surprised it's still sticky, honestly. And then I'm using my little tag punch to punch out some tags in it. So that's a great thing to do with washi, is you can do it with border punches. I had the tag punch that I wanted to use. It's easy peasy to make it work that way. So of the three, I'm just trying to decide what else I want to do. I do know I want some journaling, so I'm going to punch out 2 more white ones. And so thinking, how am I going to make this work? So I am going to ink it in black, and then I'm going to journal, and then I'm going to journal again. So I cut out the first journaling. So my birthday supper choice is almost always Karma's, is what this one says. So one of our traditions is whoever's birthday it is gets to choose what supper is. If that's going out, that's fine. If it's staying home, that's fine. I always choose to go out because I don't want to cook. So it makes it quite easy that way. And then I'm just going to I poked a hole so I could put some twine through this tag. The washi ones I'm not going to worry about doing that with, but these will be my tags for challenge 1. And then ink some more. And then I had a little bit of the foam adhesive on my cutter, and so I'm going to get it up on the top here. So it just kind of nestles with that 37, which I thought was kind of cute. And then I decided I'm going to run a strip of it in between the stars and the glitter because I wanted a little bit more texture and depth on the page, but I didn't know what else to put on it, so I'm going to do that. I did look in my green drawer to see if I had any more tickets or tags, and the only tickets I had were a fluorescent green, which is definitely not the color that I need on here. And then I didn't have any more other stuff other than what I've already done, so I'm like, okay. So just running some glue for that. My scissors aren't so sharp. I'm going to need a new pair here. And so I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut the ends off. And some more. And then I did decide at the top there, I did want that little bit there. I wasn't sure if I did because of the tag being there, but yes, I'm totally going to put it there too. And just playing around with that. It's going to stay loose and it'll go where it does when it puts it in the book, but on my album. And then I looked at some other things to add. I did want something else, so that celebration would have worked. The gold is already on the page. It totally would have been okay, but it just wasn't quite what I wanted. So put the lid on my glue while I figure it out. And then I'm going to look at some other stuff to see what else I have here that could work. So I look at these tags and they're in like a craft color and they're not going to work. The sentiments weren't going to work either. Nope, I have journaling on it, so I don't really need another journaling card. So I'm going to put some more of these tags on. So I did punch these tags, so I might as well use them. So I'm going to use 2 of those. And I'm going to use another white one, and I'm going to put a little more journaling on here. So the second set of journaling is going to look similar to the first. So I am going to punch a hole. I am going to ink it in black. And then write in black, and it just says, all of us enjoy Indian food. So Karma's is an Indian restaurant, so. If you're in the Calgary area in the south side, I would eat there, especially if you're gluten-free. They do a pretty good job of it. I've not ever been sick, and I'm pretty sensitive to the gluten, so. And then one more of those ones. And that is my layout. Close-ups here will be to follow. We'll also have some still shots. If you loved how this came together today, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share some crafty love in the comments below. Blogs, playlists, and links are always shared in the description box below as well. And then until next time, make sure you stay inspired, scrappy, and full of ideas. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and there's some other videos here you might want to take a look at. I really appreciate, again, you being here.